Hello! If you are wondering what this has to do with WhatsApp automation, let me show you what it has to do with that. I'm going to show you how you can create an AI bot using image recognition as well with Zapier and Make, okay? So in another video, I've covered exactly how you can make an AI bot with Zapier and Make, but in this one, I want to go deeper into the image recognition because a lot of the customers we have are wanting to use image recognition as part of their bot process. So let me just show you the setup I have here. It's similar on Zapier and Make, okay? First thing is we're gonna use Anthropic instead of OpenAI, but it should work for both. And we're gonna have the user message being the parameter, the last message sent by the user. This is a parameter from Notifier by WhatsApp, all right? One of the tools you can get when you're doing the WhatsApp automation is the parameter, the last message sent by the user. Okay, then we have the system, which is really the prompt where you explain everything about your business. In this case, I told it I have a grocery delivery shop in New York City with specific opening times and also what type of food we have. So I'm gonna ask it if it has asparagus. Now, one thing we have here is when you go on Zapier at the bottom, you see show advanced options. If you mark it as true, you can attach here an image. In this case, when someone sends you a WhatsApp image, you get the parameter attachment URL. What we do is basically when someone sends you an image to your WhatsApp, we upload that in a specific private file URL that we can then provide to Zapier, say, hey, here's the file of the image that someone downloaded, which then Zapier passes through to another tool, okay? So the only thing I've done is add the attachment URL here, and that's it. Now, what we can do, and I'm gonna show you how this works. Let me just make sure I have turned this off. Yeah. Now, we're gonna go and try this. I am going to now, with my phone, I'm gonna send a picture, and I'll show you what it's looking like. I'm gonna ask to this delivery shop, do you sell this? So I'm just gonna take a picture and say, do you have more of these? Okay, I'm just gonna text it here on my phone. I'm gonna show you the conversation happening here on WhatsApp. So you can see I've just sent an image of this. All right, and now this is now it's time to think for this. And you can see the conversation is happening here as well. It's handled by the AI assistant. We can see I've sent the image here. Okay, and we're gonna get a reply probably in the next minute or so. Now it's probably working. We can go here and see if it's running. You can see here it's waiting. Now the magic is happening. So now the message was arrived. Anthropic now is analyzing it, and then boom, we got a reply. So we can see here, yes, we definitely have more fresh asparagus. So this is amazing. We've sent it an image, and through Zapier, it's analyzed the image and then gotten a reply. If we refresh this, we're gonna see this was successful. All right, I'm gonna turn this one off, okay? And I'll show you how this works on the Make side. Similar thing. So we're gonna have as a first step, the notifier incoming message. So when a message comes in, then you're gonna have to add the file. This is a module called HTTP get a file. If you just go here, you will find it. It's called, just search HTTP and select the get a file, okay? And then you're gonna put here the parameter, which is the attachment URL. That's it, okay? I already have it done, so I'm just gonna delete this one. Okay, so this is basically going to download the image. It's going to pass the image to Claude. It looks a bit more complicated here and Make. I don't know why they made it a bit more complicated, but it's still pretty easy. I recommend putting max tokens 2,000. You could put 4,000. This is probably between 4 and 20 cents max. We make the first role is the user. We say the text. We send the last message sent by the user, and then as content 2, we put an image. And then because we have downloaded the file, we just put here to reference this module here. And then in the system prompt, we first give it the context of the conversation paragraph, and that's it. Now for user ID, you can put the recipient phone number. So that means Claude will have full context into your tool, okay? Into phone. The user ID means it will have context that this conversation has been happening between this phone number and Claude. All right. So now I'm gonna save this, okay? I'm gonna save this again here, turn it on. All right, and now I'm just gonna send a picture of, for example, one of these things to cut your nails, okay? So I'm just gonna take a picture and say, and do you sell this? Let me see. So I got a reply. I'm not sure now if it was done through Make or not. Let me see here. Oh yeah, this happened just now. Okay. So we can see here. First, we can see in the chat. This is the same thing your customers would see. Like this is someone wrote to you and the AI has replied. Okay. And we can see here in Make, we got this message asking, is this for sale? This was the previous for asparagus. But if we go to the last message, oh, I don't know if we can see it. Okay, anyways. So we're gonna download this image, okay? If we go, we can see this URL. This was the image from that was stored in our system. Let's see what this was. This is the nail clipper. And then this was downloaded, it was passed to Anthropic, and then it generated a reply saying, message. I think we don't, I'm sorry, but we don't sell these office supplies, which is exactly what I got here. So that's how you can create an image recognition bot on Zapier and Make using AI by Claude. Again, this can be applied to many different tools and many different business use cases. So I hope this is useful to you. And as always, if you have any question or want us to implement this for you, then let us know below. Now, just a quick thing, because this is very helpful for a lot of our customers, is using the labels. So for example, I could create a label that asks for people who want office supplies. So I can say if a customer tells me, like, for example, do you sell pens, you know, then it will mark this person as someone who wants office supplies. So you can label all your conversations. I can say if they sell pens or if they say paper, you know. If they say any of these words, it's gonna mark the conversations as they need office supplies. All right. I'll show you how this automatic labeling happens. You see, for example, I am now going to delete the label. I don't have any label here. And I'm gonna say, do you sell paper? I've sent the message now on WhatsApp. We can see it here. And you see automatically it has been labeled as office supplies. So if you want to filter your conversations, you could see, okay, who are the people who requested office supplies, and then talk with them directly here. And you can give specific access to your team based on labels. So if some people are only in charge of the confirmed orders, you could say one person only has access to confirmed orders, not to everything else. And you can divide your team based on specific labels that happen automatically, and your team can later then decide to delete them or not. Okay, that's all. If you have any questions, just let us know. We're always happy to help. Thank you.